What's going on, lead gen beast? Matty Guys here, Leads for Locals. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some simple things that you can do inside of GoHighLevel that's going to help you close more deals, make more sales, significantly boost your conversion rate. This is fantastic if you're doing marketing, you're getting leads into your pipeline, and you want to make sure those leads aren't falling through the cracks. Maybe you're having good conversations or people are opting in for your lead magnets. They're reaching out to you, they're booking appointments and stuff like that. Obviously, not everybody is going to be ready to purchase right off the bat. So we want to make sure that we're doing these simple things so that we close those deals later on down the road. Because and I tell this to pretty much everybody that I work with, just because they're not qualified right now, they're not ready right now, they don't have the money right now, does not mean they're not interested in purchasing or using your product or service later on down the road. So we want to make sure that we're staying in front of people long term, and there's some simple things we can do inside of GoHighLevel to help you do that. All right, so make sure you stick to the end. I'm going to show you step by step how to put these things in place, how these things work. And I can almost guarantee it's going to make a pretty big difference in your business. It does in mine. I can't tell you how many deals I've saved with the various different programs that I have by doing exactly what I'm about to show you, right? My only ask, as usual, guys, if you find the video helpful, please smash that like button. Really does help with the algorithm. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Always have good stuff for you, additional GoHighLevel tutorials. And if you would do me a solid, go through my affiliate link for GoHighLevel. It really does help support the channel, helps support this content. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate that. All right. I want to go through some really basic things first, and I'm going to show you some automations that you can put in place as well using the GoHighLevel workflow builder to help you close more deals. All right. And I want to start with these like simpler, more basic things, because with all of the awesome stuff that we are able to do inside of GoHighLevel, it's really easy to overlook the simple but very powerful things we should be doing that really brings it home for us, all right? And to start, it's going to be tasks and notes, guys. I wanted to start with this because I think they're very underutilized features inside of GoHighLevel. Everybody's just worried about, lead generation. How can I get more people into the pipeline? How do I build this awesome funnel and workflows and all that stuff? And that's great. That's important. But what good is bringing those leads into the pipeline if they're falling through the cracks and they're not being followed up with, right? So I want to show you some basic things you can do with tasks and notes that have made a big difference in my business. So right off the bat, so I'm in the opportunities tab. I just created a test contact for myself here. So you can see there's a little task button right here. Click task, it opens up the window and you can create a task. This basically is a reminder to follow up with a certain prospect on a certain date about something in particular. Right. And but we can also get to that window by just clicking their contact card here, and it opens up the same window. Now, I want to go through notes first, actually, and then we'll go through tasks. Guys, notes are so simple, and they really help you stay organized with your leads, number one. Number two, it's a lot less stress on you trying to remember what you talked about last time, and what have we already spoken about? What have we already covered? All right. Just basic things like that. But three, these like taking good notes can actually help you close more deals. And it's pretty basic stuff. But if you get on a follow-up call with a prospect, let's say 30, 45 days from now, and you go through your notes and you bring up something from the previous conversation about, it could be anything, just whatever you like, just recapping the last call, it makes you look so much more professional, so much more organized. Not to mention, other things like, maybe they went on vacation or, it was their birthday that weekend or something like that. If that's in your notes and you bring that up on the next call, that shoots your likability through the roof, guys. So taking simple notes can make a huge difference when it comes to closing deals. And it's very easy to do. All you have to do is in the notes section, type in your note. I'm just going to put test for now. You click save, it timestamps it. It's on their profile forever. You can even edit the notes if you make a mistake, and it stays on their profile. So if I click update and then I go to their contact profile, actually, I'll wait on that. Let's do the task first, and then we'll go to the contact profile. I'll bring all this home, and then make sure you stay to the end because we're going to do some really cool workflows on this stuff as well. I'm just getting the basics out of the way. So let's go ahead and create a task as well. And so we're going to click their contact card again, create a task, and you can create as many of these as you want. You can go as far out in advance as you want. It does not matter. So the title, I usually just, just summarize, like what are we following up about? Follow up regarding uh, agent lead gen mastery. That's one of my courses. All right. Okay. So, and then in the description, we give a little bit more detail. That way, we're not trying to remember exactly what we're following up about. It's right here, all right? There's no thinking involved in the process. It's just, okay, we're following up about this. Let's see. So, said he was interested and would purchase the next day. Follow up to see if he has any questions, whatever it might be. All right. You can assign it to yourself, or if you have a team and your team is doing this, they can assign it to themselves as well. It doesn't really matter. Let's see, due date. Again, you can go out as far as you want. When I typically am following up about like one of my courses or whatever, and someone says, yeah, I'm interested. Okay, I'm going to move forward. And they don't just yet. I'll give them a few days. And I'm going to show you how to set up an automation for that in a second. But let's say, we'll follow up next Monday. All right, we'll click update. What this does is it creates a follow-up task for this prospect inside of the system on your dashboard. This is where all of your tasks are. And I would make this part of your daily routine, guys. When you first open up GoHighLevel, check your tasks. That should be the first thing that you do every single day when you log in. Sorry, there's a dog in the background. It should be the very first thing you do when you log into GoHighLevel to see who are you following up with, or who are you supposed to follow up with. Okay, and they're right down here. Here's your task. When this task is ready to be completed, and also you can organize this however you want by users, pending, completed, due date, or date added. I usually just do due date. We click the little edit button here, and it's going to bring up their contact profile. And this is where the notes are. It's where the task is. You can see it brings up the task right here as soon as we click that. And here it is. All right. And then we can go back to our notes. Okay, we talked about XYZ last time. Got it. All right. Now, when we go back to task, and you can click it again or click edit right here to open it back up. All right. What I like to do, though, is once that task is completed, literally all you do is check the box next to it. And then you click add new and then rinse and repeat the process. So you should have their contact profile pulled up while you're on the phone with them, taking notes. And then, let's say I call this person and they say to me, yeah, I just got busy over the weekend. We had, family emergency or whatever. I'll do it sometime this week. All right. So I can now set a follow-up task to follow up later on in the week to make sure that they complete it. I'm going to show you an automation for that anyways. But my point is you want to keep using the tasks until the deal is closed. And actually, even after the deal is closed too, you want to, let's say you close this prospect, right? They're a client now, they're a customer. Depending on the business, obviously not every business would benefit from this, but let's say you bring on a high net worth client and, they're closed, good to go. They're working with your business. And, but we want to maintain that relationship. You could set a follow-up task, which we can do this automatically using the workflow builder, but we could set a follow-up task every quarter, like just follow up every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever, to see how that person is doing, check in on them. You never know when there's another opportunity to upsell, to sell a different service, to really good for retention as well, making sure they're taken care of, stuff like that. So tasks and notes, guys, you got to be using them. It's really simple stuff, but can make a huge difference in your business. I can't tell you how many times when I use these follow-up tasks to follow up about certain things, whether, someone's purchased the course or my SaaS product or whatnot, all it takes is a simple text. Like I don't even usually call people the way I do it. I send a text and an email. That's it. And that brings me to the next part of this. Again, it just depends on what you're following up about, but we want to try to automate as much of this process as we possibly can. So one thing you can do is if you're typically saying or doing the same things with certain follow-ups, I'll just use my course example. If I'm following up to see if they purchased or why they didn't purchase, I'm probably going to say the same thing over and over in that conversation. So what I can do to automate that process, instead of having to manually email and text every single time, I can actually create templates for it by going to marketing and then click templates here. and I can create a template. So we can create a text one, a text version, and an email version. All right. And I'll show you how to use this in a second. But we'll give it a title. So test. Let's see. Let's do course follow up. Actually, I would put text, or no, at the end, just so it's organized. I mean, it kind of organizes it anyways. But and then you type in, what do you usually say when you're following up about this particular thing? Because you're probably saying the same things over and over. So let's try and automate that process a little bit. So let's go to, let's see, we're going to say, hey, first name, and then, following up about Agent Lead Gen Mastery. That's one of my courses. Just wanted to follow up, see if you had any questions. You have a chance to check out the demo, et cetera, et cetera. All right. And then you click save, and you would do the same thing for the email template. Same exact thing, name, subject line. All right. Type out your email right here. So you would do the same thing. And then when that task is due, so let's go back to the dashboard here. All right. And we scroll down to our tasks. Oh, shoot. I already completed it. Darn it. That's okay. I'll just go to their contact profile. All right. In order to send this, down here at the bottom, so I don't have a phone number on my profile. I'll just put a random number in here. All right, we'll click save because I do want to show you because I have the text there. Let's refresh. Hopefully that was actually a number. Otherwise it might not save. All right, there it is. So down here at the bottom, send SMS or send email. Either one, when you click it, there's going to be an option here to use a template. You click that, and then you just find the template that you want to use template. It's going to insert it here. It's not going to send it yet. So if you want to customize it or change it, whatever, then you can do that. But then you click send, and you're good. Like it saves you that time from having to write out the text, write out the email every single time. When you can just automate it if you're saying the same thing over and over. So that's Task and Notes, guys. Highly recommend you use it. Let's talk about some basic workflows that you can do with this as well to, one, make sure that, the first automation I want to show you is a task reminder. So if for whatever reason you're not checking your tasks every day and one gets overdue, it reminds you, because I'm guilty of this. We get busy, we forget, we start working on other projects, but that's when those deals start to slip through the cracks. So it's really good to have a reminder saying, hey, this task is overdue. We need to follow up with this person regarding X, Y, Z. So let me show you how to put that in place really quick. And then I'll show you a little bit more advanced automation that you can do as well with these things. So let's go to automation. Let's actually, I think I already have one put together here for you. So I will just, okay, task overdue. It's actually really easy to set up. So you click on create workflow, start from scratch. All right, let's open this one up. There's really not much to this. It really just depends on how many actions you want to take place. So the workflow trigger is just going to be task reminder. So click right here, scroll down. Where is it? Right here, task reminder. Okay. And then the filter is going to be after number of days. And then we'll just do one. I typically do 1 day. So basically what happens is if you don't check the box to complete that task, this is going to send you or your team, whatever, a reminder about this task and that it's overdue. All right. So after number of days, we're going to choose 1, save trigger. And then what actions do you want to take place? There's at the very minimum, I would do 1 or 2 internal notifications. I usually just do an email to myself, but you can also do an internal notification inside of GoHighLevel as well. That'll take you right to the contact. So that's an example right here. You click the plus sign, go to internal notification or send internal notification. All right. And the type of notification. So this one would be the one that pops up inside of GoHighLevel. You can text yourself, you can email yourself. It's totally up to you. I usually do the email, but the title would be task overdue, and then you can actually use a custom value for the task title here. So we click this little tag icon here, and because we're using the task reminder trigger, we can actually insert all of the task information right inside of this notification if you want. So however much information you want to put in here, you can do that. This is typically really good if you have a team as well. So, and then of course you can put the contact information as well. So custom values, contact, full name, email, phone number, whatever you want to put in the task reminder here. And then I always do a redirect page to the contact. When I'm doing the notification right here, then I'll do contact. So what happens is if you were to click this notification inside of GoHighLevel, it would actually take you to their contact profile and open up the task. Just saves you a little bit of time and takes you exactly where you need to be. All right, so you save action there. Another thing that you could do as far as like organizing the pipeline is you can create like a stage inside of your pipeline that's called task overdue. And you can move them back and forth. Once the task is complete, then you or your team can move them back to the proper stage if you want. But I don't usually do this, just throwing out options, some different things that you guys can do. So you would choose the create or update opportunity action, and then choose your pipeline. The stage would be task overdue, so that at a glance, you can see all of the tasks that are overdue there. And then I always change this status to open and then turn on allow opportunity to move, and then click save. So, and then under settings here, you would want to make sure that allow multiple is on, just in case, this happens with the same contact over and over. You're going to be able to, like this workflow would actually trigger. All right. So you publish, click save. That's a very simple automation that you guys can put together to make sure, again, that none of your leads fall through the cracks, and that you're actually following up with everybody. All right, now I want to show you guys how to build a little bit more of an advanced follow-up automation, again, to make sure we're closing more deals here. So let's create a new workflow. We're going to create or start from scratch here. And this one is going to be this is just how I would set it up. I would have a pipeline stage here for follow-up regarding whatever product or service that you're trying to sell. And or it can also be for an appointment as well. If you booked an appointment, again, going back to my example of the course, let's say someone books an appointment, has a couple of questions about one of my courses. I talk to them, they're interested. I can actually create a follow or an automation here to check and see if they've purchased. And if not, that's when I can create a follow-up task, or I could just automatically email and text them exactly what I would say on the follow-up call anyways, right? This can save a lot of deals, guys. I'm telling you. Again, settings, go ahead and just turn this on to allow multiple, just in case you need to add them multiple times. All right. Now, actions is going to be some type of follow-up. I would just use your pipeline stage. So for that, we're going to do, where is it? Create or update opportunity. Oh, there it is. All right. So we're going to do pipeline stage changed. All right. And so you're going to do you'll select your pipeline. I'm just using my SaaS product one as an example here. And then we're going to choose the stage. You could also use tags for this. That's another good way to do it. But I'm going to do contacted follow-up. So the trigger here is going to be you've had a conversation with somebody, whether that's, texting, Facebook, appointment booked, you got them on a phone. And so we've contacted them, they're interested, but now we're waiting for them to take a certain action. Maybe we sent them the course order or your order form, or maybe you're an appointment setter and they're, maybe they were busy that day, call me this day, and then we'll set up an appointment for XYZ, whatever it is for your business, all right? Some type of follow-up stage in your pipeline is what you want, that or a specific tag. But so what's going to happen is when you move them to this stage, it's going to trigger this workflow. All right. So let's click the plus sign. There's a couple things that actually the first thing that we want to do is we're going to scroll down. We're going to choose if else. All right. And we're going to click select. There's a couple different ways to do this. when I'm using the if else condition action, I find it easiest to use tags. That's just always been the easiest for me. So we're going to click contact details. Start over there. All right, contact details. We're going to scroll down till we see tags right here. Now, and again, this can work in for a lot of different types of businesses. If you need an appointment booked, or if we want to check to see if they booked an appointment, have they purchased, have they logged into the members area? There's so many different things you could do with this. So we're going to choose includes. I'm going to choose appointment booked as an example, and then click save action. All right. Now branch is yes, and then none is like, this is yes over here. This is no. I'm not really sure why they changed it to branch and none, because it used to just be yes or no, but whatever. The system is going to check to see if they have that specific tag. All right. If they do, which means they've taken the action that you want them to take, we don't need to follow up at this point, unless you want to follow up with, a thank you, scheduling an onboarding call, whatever. You could do something like that. Or just a simple text. Hey, you would, if they purchase something, then you would just have the text and email in that workflow for the purchase anyways. But my point is, there's a bunch of different things you can do with this. For this example, let's just say we're not going to do anything as far as follow-up for, like, if they've already taken the action we want. If they don't have that tag, that's when we can start to do a lot of really cool things. If you want to, again, usually what I do when I'm following up about my programs is I send a simple email and text. That's pretty much it. Maybe your business is, a little bit more, I guess, proactive, I guess you could say, where you really like those extra touch points on the phone. You can make the calls, etc. You could do voice drops. So basically you just add text. All right, I'm just going to do text for now. You can send a text saying, hey, did you get an opportunity to book that appointment? Did you get an opportunity to check out that free demo? Did you get an opportunity to purchase XYZ? Whatever your offer is. Send email. You can do a voice drop. And then also there's some additional things you can do. Again, if you want to, we can create a task. We can create a follow-up task now. So let's find add task right here. All right. So you could send the text. You can create a task to make an outbound call, follow up with this person, whatever, right? And then you can also move them to a different opportunity. There's so many different things that you can do with this, guys. But what I wanted to show you is the framework for getting these things in place, just some basic stuff that you can do to stay in front of your leads, because I promise you this stuff makes a huge difference. Those extra touch points, simple email and text, or a simple follow-up call really quick, it makes all the difference in the world when it comes to boosting your conversion rate, closing more deals, making more sales, etc. I don't care what business you're in. All right. So obviously you're going to have to cater this to the type of business that you're setting this up for, but it's pretty simple. We don't need to overcomplicate this stuff. Simple workflows, task notes, nothing crazy. All right. So that's it for this video, guys. I don't want it to be too much longer than this. I hope this was helpful. If you guys want me to expand on any of this, drop a comment down below. Let me know. Love to hear your feedback. And any questions that you guys have, let me know. It always helps me or inspires me to keep creating content and know what is it that you guys need as far as training goes to get these types of things in place so you can be more successful. So I appreciate your time, guys. Hope you're crushing it. And I will talk to you in the next one. Matty Ice is out.